Well, hello, Marvin. How nice to have you here with us today. How are you?
Good. Hello, Allison.
What are you going to talk about today with us?
I thought I'd talk about Google Places.
Google Places? What's that?
Well, about a year ago, Google created Google Places to optimize local search because they saw everybody using local and mobile phones.
Optimize local search. What does that mean?
Well, right now, if you do a search from your computer or a mobile device, they could tell where your location is, so that that map that you see sometimes with Google on the right-hand side with the pins will pop up. For instance, if you did a search for restaurants, and if you're in Rockville Center like you are, so the top restaurants in Rockville Center, the top 7 restaurants that are favored by people with reviews will pop up for your area.
Now, let me ask you, how common is this? How many businesses are involved with this? Because I'm not really that familiar with it.
Well, believe it or not, Google created 49 million sites, and only 2% of the businesses in America have claimed their pages.
Wait a minute. I don't... Say that again. 2% of 49 million businesses? Why only 2%? Can you explain that? I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense.
It's sort of convoluted. A lot of people already claim their Google Map pages, and I guess they think it's the same as the Places page, but it's not. So that every business person should be claiming their Places page and trying to get out there and build a reputation with reviews, so that they become the favorite in the area.
Oh, okay. Now I think I have 3 questions now. First of all, how does somebody know if they've claimed their place? And well, let me start one at a time. How does somebody know if they've claimed their place? And if they haven't and they don't know how, what can they do?
Okay. Basically, the easiest way to do it is to go to Google Maps and then type in your business's name and address there. And generally, your business will be listed, even if you didn't list it yourself. And then next to it, I'll bring up the graphic, where it says More Information or Places page. You click on that, and then in the upper right-hand corner, where I'm circling now, if it says Owner Verified with a check mark, that means the Places page has been claimed. If there's no check mark with no Owner Verified, that means it has not been claimed. So what you want to do is, if it hasn't been claimed, you want to claim your Places page by starting a Google or a Gmail account, and they have basic instructions there on how to do it, but that's something that we do also for you to make sure you get up there and it's done right.
Oh, that's good, because somebody like myself would never be able to do it alone. So this is something that your company, eMarket Engine, helps people with. Now, let me ask you another question about something you said. I think you mentioned the word local directories. Did I hear that correctly? What's that about?
Well, there are a bunch of local directories out there that Google actually based their decision on as far as the top 7. Directories like Merchant Circle, YellowPages.com, City Search, Foursquare. There are a bunch of them out there, and it's a good idea for businesses to be listed on those too. And
how do you do that?
Well, most of them are for free, so just list your business on there. But the first thing to do is get your Google Places page, and then just fill out the same basic information on each of those directories. And then the most important thing will be staying up on that 7-pack when everybody else realizes that they should be there too. And the way to do that is with reviews.
Reviews? Tell me about reviews.
Well, you should always ask your customers for reviews. They're rather hard to get. What we previously did was left cards and survey forms out for customers to fill. But we discovered a new way to do it. We actually do a write a review button that you could put in your email signature. So let's say you're a plumber or a real estate person or a dentist. So you follow up with an email on how did we do with please write a review. And believe it or not, even if it's a bad review, those reviews are what's going to drive you to the top of Google. And if it is a bad review, you actually want to know what you're doing wrong. So it's all good.
That does make sense. Now, I've actually heard in social media in general that people trust the opinion of their peers now more than they trust what they hear on TV or see on TV or hear on the radio. So they'll take the word of a peer before they will believe what somebody who's been paid to say something tells them. So it sounds like these reviews can be really important. And now what happens in terms of a company getting reviewed? Is there any kind of a system where a person looking for a particular service can know which are the best places to go? Have they put something in place for that?
That's right on Google Places. You'll see the amount of reviews will be the top people, and you could read those reviews and what people have to say. For a restaurant, they'll tell you what's their favorite dish. So.
Is that what those letters are about? If you look on the map, and there'll be all those red dots that don't have anything, but then there'll be other ones that look like these upside down teardrops, and there's A, B, C, D. What does that refer to?
That's actually Google Places, and that's the 7-pack. So the A through G are the top positions you want to be in, because when you do a search, that's coming up first. If you're on a mobile device, that's also coming up first. Perfect example, I met someone from the Lee Miles out in Bohemia, and he had his Google Places page and Merchant Circle, and he does great work, and for God's sakes, he's got 63 great reviews up there about service. So I imagine that if I was riding around Bohemia and need my car repaired and saw him listed with those 63 reviews about fast and great service, I'm heading over to him.
So now you can actually bring that up on your mobile phone, and I think I heard something that it can even come up on your GPS?
Yes, on your in your car, your GPS does those same searches.
So basically, it's like driving around and walking around with the equivalent of those 3-inch thick yellow pages, but without it, plus the opinion of all of these different people. So it's like you're walking around with the reviewing group and the yellow pages all in one because of Google Places.
Right. I think the only thing that's lacking is you don't have a booster seat from the yellow pages anymore.
That's funny. Well, now tell me, let me just go over this so everybody understands it. The first thing is you want to go to Google Places and you want to claim your place.
Yes.
You want to make sure that you claim your place. And so far, only 2% of 49 million people have done that in this country.
Right.
So that means that there's a good 45 million people that still need to claim their places. Then, when you do a local search, which I would assume is similar to the idea of doing a global search when you have a business that can be conducted anywhere in the country, this is the equivalent of that, where you want to find a local business, and this optimizes the search for a local business. And if you get the reviews and get listed right and do all the things that eMarket Engine can help people do, you want to get on that, what's called that 7-pack, A through G or whatever it is. You want to get a lot of reviews. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad. And if they're bad, then you can see what you need to improve. And it can be done through the mobile phone. It even can be done through GPS. So if you're out and about and you need something immediately, you can get it, find it immediately. And you want to be on local directories. In fact, somewhere I heard that there are actually almost 70 directories. Is it necessary for people to sign up on that many?
No, we discovered there are basically 4 or 5, and depending on what your occupation is, there are special directories that Google goes to. So, for instance, doctors and lawyers, they go to one that's called AVO. Regular storefronts, they like Merchant Circle. So we sort of know which ones you have to hit rather than hitting all of them. Because there are services out there that just charge you a monthly fee, and they'll just keep posting to 100 directories. But why do all that work if you don't have to?
So the most important part about all of this, because as simple and doable as our discussion may make it sound, it's a little bit more involved than that for most people. The main point is that all people have to do is contact eMarket Engine, and you'll do it for them.
Yes, ma'am. And we'll keep on doing it for them. So
that sounds great.
What we came up with is our motto. One of our new mottos is what's better than a like. And that's
I don't know what's better than a like.
A review.
A review. Oh, I like that. All right, folks, remember, what's better than a like? A review. And who can help you get a review? eMarket Engine. This definitely seems to me to be the wave of the future.
Yeah, I think everything's going mobile, and that's part of the other thing with this Google Places. These pages, even if you don't have a website, if you claim your Google Places page and someone goes to it, it's actually mobile friendly. So
you don't even need a website, is what you're saying.
Well, it's always better to have one, but your Google Places mobile site is waiting there for you, so claim it.
So that's fantastic. So for a very nominal fee, then, it sounds like, comparatively speaking, if you're not even ready to have a website, you can claim your Google Place, or have your company claim the Google Place, and people can be on their way.
Yes, exactly. It's all about getting new customers and keeping them and making them into repeat customers.
That's great. So getting new customers, making them happy customers, and turning them into repeat customers.
Right. Because another subject, I don't want to get too far out there, but since mobile is going to be so big, it's going to be very important, and we tie all this in, to grab all your customers' cell phone numbers.
Oh, okay.
That's another subject for another day.
Yes, we'll leave that for another interview, but this has really been extremely informative, and I guess the best advice to everyone is either go claim your Google Place, or get in touch with eMarket Engine immediately and get help doing it. But right. Do it.
Get on the map today.
Get on the map today. Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Claim your territory.
Claim your territory with Google Places.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you, Allison.